trying to stone that run game.
And their run offense has got to improve this year. Here's Purdy on third down. Ayuk's got the first down and more. And he breaks the tackle, and Brandon Ayuk takes it down to the 1 yard line. J.T. Woods, the safety, who has had a problem in his young career tackling, just could not get Ayuk on the ground. Out of an I formation, they'll try the left side. J.P. Mason's in the end zone for a 49er touchdown.
Gotta love that.
Wound up 2 yards deep in the end zone. He fumbled the ball.
Fumble recovered by Los Angeles.
They take the touchdown away. J.P. Mason
LA.
fumbled the ball. And Dean Leonard recovers.
As backups up front on that offensive line.
Curtis Robinson comes on a blitz, throw middle. Demetrius Flanagan fouls with the nice tackle there, the tight end, Trey McKitty.
Such a good player. Flanagan fouls.
So it's third down and 12 now for Easton Stick. 49ers twist the front, and there's a sack from Fred Warner.
Oh, love that.
Doing the Nick Bosa. It's a sackaroonie. He's had a hold and now a drop on this series. Second down 10. Here's J.P. Mason going to run for a first down. Again, breaking tackles.
Well, inside the blitzing linebacker, that's a run blitz coming from the L.A. Chargers.
First and 10 at the 27. You're going to give it to him again. Finds a crack inside the 10. Lowers his head. First and goal on the 4 yard line. Second and goal. He and Devo are stacked right. Purdy going to look left, though. Going to run away from Moa. And Brock Purdy will go in the end zone for a touchdown. Down and Purdy.
Nobody open. He's looking to the left the whole way. Now he takes off easily around David Moe, and then it's just that little action that is enough to hold the corner and the safety and make him think twice.
So they had Carson Wentz before him. He had a great career. Then they go to Trey Lance after that. Here's the handoff and the cutback run. Nice run by. And this one may go to the house here for Joshua Kelly, the UCLA Bruin. He is going to score a touchdown on the cutback run. Lenore could not run him down. 75-yard touchdown.
See Jair Brown come there.
Nice
Kevin
block
Gibbons
by Stone
gets blocked
Smart.
into the linebacker, and I think that was Jalen Graham that just got caught up in the traffic. He or Curtis Robinson need to be in that hole. Looked like Taylor Hawkins was late coming over the top to try to get a stop. And
Chris Furster just wants to leave him at left guard. He played left tackle at Ford and just keep him settled on that side. Darnold, high ball, and nearly intercepted on the ricochet.
What I love about him is his preparation hasn't changed. I still see him doing the exact same things that he did last year to have himself ready to go.
They're going to get a sack here. Demetrius Flanagan fouls, came on a blitz. Alex Barrett was there. But how about Javon Kinlaw?
To watch the guy work throughout this year.
He's like a human jugs machine, the way he throws it. And
There's
the
Ty
velocity
Davis Price on the screen.
on the football. Talk a little bit about the running backs. Ty Davis Price is immensely improved, John, from the neck up and knows what he's doing.
It's so much more flexible.
Did you see him in the pregame with his shirt off?
I saw him.
Whoa.
I saw him. He's doing a lot of Pilates at the Willow Glen area in San Jose. Nice tackle there by Jalen Graham.
There's no small guys. You get a little further down the line, Darius Davis. There's a few other guys.
And here's Davis. This guy's the punt returner. Got to get him on the ground. He'll get dropped inside the 10-yard line.
Right there. That's the guy I was just talking about.
They go into a pistol. Now they motion Spiller, who gets in the right flat. Gary Hyder Jr. gets seat ball. Got it broken up on the goal line. Nearly intercepted. Hawkins, the safety, tipped it. McCrary Ball had a chance to get it. 24-yard field goal attempt from Cameron Dicker. Dicker, the kicker, will split the uprights. What a year he had last year with the Eagles. He made a game-winning kick in his first game. For Brandon Staley, he made a game-winning kick. He missed only one field goal all year last year. Remember the year before, he tore his ACL.
Yep.
And he had to get stronger. Darnold going down the sideline to Chris Conway. Makes the catch.
What a dime.
Great throw by Darnold. Great diving catch by one of those guys trying to make the roster in the wide receiver room, the veteran Chris Conley. He did make that play on the practice field against Brock Purdy the other day. Max Duggan off to a tough start here, and he's going to get spilled. His toss to Dotson was behind him.
The question mark is George Kittle's down there. They're coaching
Tight
him up.
end you.
Do you keep 3 or do you keep 4? Good run.
Ty Davis Price gets into the second level and gets out near midfield. Nice cutback run following the block of the lead blocking fullback, Jack Coletto.
There's so many adjustments and complexities of the run game when you're a blocker out on the edge.
Deep drop on 2nd and 1. Darnold, good catch there by Isaiah Winstead.
Whoa.
The run after the catch. He's a wide receiver who's built like a tight end. Undrafted free agents right after. Here's a toss play to Ty Davis-Price. And the 49ers are inside the Toyota red zone. Nothing but explosives here on this drive. They signed Eric Kendricks as a free agent from the Vikings to be the Mike linebacker, but Henley will play behind him. See if the 49ers can get in the end zone here. Donald didn't like left, came right. Now going to be chased out left. Now going to throw for the end zone. Broken up by Henley. He can scoot. Got over there to knock it away from Cam Latu. They can pick up a first down without scoring a touchdown.
Need some Willie Snead action.
Here's Darnold looking right, now throwing for the back of the end zone to Willie Snead. You love that action there. Touchdown 49ers to take the lead. Well, they don't have a place kicker here, so they kind of have to. They could bring in Mitch Wisnowski. 1st and 10, Chargers on their 34. They run Dotson again. Big hole right up the middle. Deshaun Jameson will make the tackle. He had a couple of long touchdown runs against the Chargers. He's been impressive. Now they go to the North Dakota State back here, Tyler Hoosman. He makes a nice cut and runs for a first down.
Well, in that time, the gap control just has not been good.
It's 70 guys you bring into the season. They're going to run the ball again to Duggan, and he's going to get the first down the sideline. Did he stay in bounds? He stepped out. Stepped out on the 11 or 12 yard line. Galiga Davis playing inside as well. They're going to roll the quarterback right. Duggan's going to run for his life and now try to dump it in the end zone. It's caught for a touchdown.
Oliver has got to pull the trigger. They had that defended perfectly. And as soon as Isaiah Oliver was in no man's land, don't stop. Go get the quarterback. A little bit of apprehension here by 26. Kerry Hyder's out there in front now. He's uncovered, so just go. Just go, and he's got Max Duggan tackled outside the 5 yard line. Incredible college player.
And that wasn't even his best college game of all time. Brandon Allen going to throw behind Tay Martin, and the ball got intercepted by the linebacker Henley. Bad ball placement there by Brandon Allen. He threw it behind Tay Martin. 2nd down and 8. Duggan get a handoff to the North Dakota State back where he played with.
They can't block Kerry Hyder out there.
So what a story he was last year. Signed by Philadelphia as a street free agent, came in, made a game-winning kick. Then they let him go. He was going to a Carrie Underwood concert. Chargers called, left the concert, and made a game-winning kick for Brandon Staley.
Maybe some of those throws put the Cowboys over the top.
Here's Brandon Allen, broken up there. Willie Snead on the shallow cross. 49ers will punt the ball away. The only time they lost was to the Super Bowl champion Chiefs. Duggan with a roll, and he hits in the flat there, the guy who returned the punt a moment ago. He did muff a punt last week against Denver. He's not back to return this punt. They're going to turn to Anthony Miller, the 49ers just signed. And he backs up a long way and then puts it on the ground.
That's a mistake.
A couple of them. Should have let the ball bounce for a touchback, and then he dropped the ball, then he spun out of it.
Man, the juice is back. He is absolutely fit.
Brandon Allen over the middle. Nice catch by Isaiah Winstead with that wingspan. He is a big guy.
All Kendricks does is get 100 tackles a year. I think 7 consecutive years for him. For the Minnesota Viking, he's been over a C note in tackles.
Duggan kept it on the zone read, and look at him go down the sideline.
Well, the zone read has been a challenge for this defense. Chose not to pay him in the offseason. All he did was lead the NFL with 20 touchdowns last year.
Jet sweep to Shepard. He wants to stay in bounds.
Look at Q. Look at Q flex. Flex up, Q.
Injury, T-Rock. Jake's got a strained right quad. As Hopkins splits the uprights here and puts the Chargers up 2 scores.
Well, there's no way. I don't think you keep 2 kickers. So it's going to be interesting how they fill up that receiver room with 5 healthy bodies. You know about the big 3, and then who are the next 2?
George Kittle, an embrace for Brandon Staley. Brock Purdy with the start tonight. Tim, he led the 49ers on a couple of drives that should have been touchdowns. J.P. Mason fumbled going into the end zone, to
Right.
finish off what would have been a 75-yard touchdown drive. Then on a second drive,
This is
Brock
the
just
end
ran it
of the
in
game.
himself.